Okay, I want to make a video talking about something I've been thinking about lately. Um, my attachment style, which I've talked about attachment theory in previous videos of mine, and I really recommend looking into that because it helps you so much to see the way that you interact with people and your behaviors and to kind of see where they're coming from. And so I have an avoidant attachment style. There's two different kinds of avoidance. There's dismissive avoidant and there's fearful avoidant. And I have fearful avoidant attachment. It's pretty much feeling like you can't ever really be close to anybody. Um, it feels like you can even have strong friendships or a relation, but it's never consistent and it's never fully there. It's always like there's this barrier up between you and everybody, and um it's an extreme fear of vulnerability and getting too close to people. And it sucks. It's a very isolating feeling, and um my whole adult life I've been very extremely independent. I never ask people for help. Rare, extremely rare for me to ask anybody for help. I just do everything myself. I just always have. I just always feel like it's everything's on my shoulders and I need to take care of myself 100%, and asking for help is weak. Asking for help is not something I do because I need to do it myself. And um I've always taken pride in that. I'm so independent, and but like I said, there's this isolating feeling I don't really want to be this independent. It gets lonely. It's I don't know. And I struggle with vulnerability. I struggle um on YouTube, I have cried uh multiple times in previous videos. I've been quite emotionally expressive on my videos, but that's not who I am in real life. That's not, I'm not like that. I've been told many times that I don't really show emotion and that I'm very withdrawn and that I'm aloof. I've been called aloof a lot, distant. So YouTube has been good for me in a way because I was able to let the guard down and let my emotions out, and probably because there's nobody here physically, probably is why that is. It's just the camera. Um but I will tell you, the times that I have cried, and I have cried in, I can think of two incidents that I have cried in front of friends. I never cry in public, never. But the two times that I have, and the times that I have on YouTube, extreme humiliation. I'm talking extreme shame. Not like, oh, I wish I wouldn't have cried, or I feel embarrassed that I've cried. No, I'm talking like extreme humiliation and shame. Like, oh my God, my life was like, I can't believe I cried. Like, I hate myself. I can't believe that I could not keep it together and just like bashing myself. Like, I have this thing with crying. um, and you know that, I think I was raised more like a boy in that sense. Um, they've done studies that it is true that boys in general are raised more that to not cry and to not show sadness, tears, and girls are more like it's fine. Generally, they're raised to be like it's fine, you can cry and like you can show your emotions and but yeah, so I was raised like you don't cry and like crying is weak. Crying is extremely weak. You need to keep it together at all times and like the world is a really tough place and you better fucking get used to it and you better like stop feeling pity and you better like get over it because you're gonna learn real quick that the world is a tough place. And like yeah, just like so then like those times that I cried um on video and in front of my friends, I was like the voice kicked in and I was like, Amanda, I can't believe that you couldn't keep it together. Like, you are so pathetic and sensitive and weak. And, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, that's what I would tell myself. Like, I have this, like, intense thing with crying. Like, I can't do it. And, like, ugh. Like, I stuff my emotions down so much. I bottle everything. And, like, it's just not good to do that. Um, when you do that for years, it's really not good to do that. And yeah, like it's created a lot of problems for me. It's very emotionally stifled, very um it it just follows you like when you have your avoidant attachment, it doesn't just go away magically. You don't just one day decide like, "Oh, I'm going to be vulnerable. I'm gonna be emotionally expressive, like heart on my sleeve kind of a person, and I'm going to just let my walls down and just be open with people and just connect and be attached and consistent. And from here on forth, it just doesn't work that way. Like, it takes a lot of work you have to put into like being vulnerable. Like, this is extremely uncomfortable. Like, when somebody asks you, what are you thinking? What are you feeling? It's like, I don't want to tell you. It's like, I can't. I physically can't tell you. It's like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, attachment just, it affects so many areas of your life too. Not even just relationships. It affects you at work. You have like, I don't know. It just, like, I want to have healthy relationships with people. I want to have consistent relationships with people. I pull away all the time. Even my friends, like, I'll go gaps of not talking, not reaching out, stuff everything down, just, in romantic relationships. Like, I can't even get one started. The ones that I have had, it was all, there's a pattern, there's a definite pattern going on. Like, I just can't attach and just keep it sustained. I just can't. And I always got the same exact feedback too from people that I'm too distant, I'm not affectionate enough, I don't express myself, I don't tell people how I'm feeling, I don't they don't know they don't get me, you know, like all this kind of thing. Like, I don't know. It just it takes a lot of work, and at least I recognize and acknowledge that I have an insecure attachment, because there's a ton of people who don't. There's a ton of people who think they're perfect, and um it's everybody else's fault. Every relationship they've ever had was everybody else's fault, and they're never to blame. They're perfect in relationships, when you can see right through that. Like, they definitely have very apparent problems and issues, but refuse to see that. So, but anyway, let me know your thoughts on this topic. And do you struggle with expressing your emotions? Do you struggle with crying like I do, feeling like shame around it? Do you feel like you have to keep it together all the time and present a certain way and not be your authentic self emotionally?